If you have experienced weight gain during COVID, then I am inviting you to watch this video in its entirety. Hey guys, it's Karen V, and the reason I'm making this video is because I've been hearing from several people in my life that ever since COVID hit, they've been having a really hard time taking care of themselves. I wanted to share with you the reasons why this is happening and also some things you can do to help yourself get out of this rut because I almost fell into it as well. If you're new to my channel, I am here to turn your blues to hues by helping to transform you from a frustrated yo-yo dieter to an empowered individual leading a colorful and confident life. Let's take this journey together using food, fitness, and mindset to help you lose the weight and finally keep it off. Before I get into the main topic of this video, please know that if you have lost anyone dear to you due to COVID, I am so sorry and I wish I could take the pain away. Losing someone to COVID is probably extra difficult because it happened rather quickly. There was no preparation. I myself know of a few people who have lost their lives due to COVID, and it's absolutely heartbreaking, and I feel for those closest to them. So again, I want to extend my deepest sympathies to anyone enduring a loss at this time. Also, anyone who's lost someone not due to COVID, because I know services are not what they used to be. You don't have that social support of everyone around you. So I know it's been extra difficult for the families. So just know that I'm thinking of you. I don't want you to think that all I am thinking about during COVID is weight gain, but that is what my channel is about, sustainable weight loss. So let's get into it. I'd like to start with a quick story about how COVID affected my life when we first got the word of this pandemic. I immediately was told I had to work from home. None of us knew how long this was going to go on for. We thought maybe like a couple of weeks, but obviously that's not the case. During that first week working from home, I ate like crap and I felt like crap. I was thrust into a new schedule that I was not used to at all. My routine was disrupted. So I know you guys can completely understand that because everyone has experienced this. However, it didn't take long for me to realize that I could not let myself fall into this trap of letting myself go. So after working from home for 1 week at 7 o'clock on a Friday night, I told my husband, I'm going to the grocery store. And I told myself I am going to stock my kitchen with all the healthy foods I need because now I'd be, eating at home all the time. I usually would eat at work a lot. I told myself I'd start exercising at home because I knew I'd have some extra time on my hands. And I just promised myself that I would take extra special care of myself at this time. I just had this feeling that being locked up at home was somewhat of an opportunity for me to take care of myself more than ever. Looking back to a year ago, I can't believe how easy it was for me to get out of my routine of what I would normally do. It was just such a quick disruption and it threw me off real bad and real fast. Looking back a year ago, I can't believe how easy it was to fall out of my routine just by being told to work from home, which most people would love to hear, but it happened. While it was amazing to sleep in for almost 3 extra hours and see my family more and have life slow down a bit, it was a disruption. It was a disruption to my routine. That's what I think a lot of people's issues have been for this entire year, is not knowing how to get a grip on finding a new routine. Personally though, I have actually dropped a couple of pounds. I've gotten fitter. I'm experimenting in the kitchen. I'm seeing my family more. I'm really trying to grab on to all the good that has come of this because we all know that plenty of bad has come from it. Although I'm saddened at all the negative that has come of this pandemic, I am trying so hard every single day to focus on what I can do and focus on what is going well in my life rather than focusing on stress and negativity. Now, while it sounds easy to do this, like I make it sound so much easier said than done, it's not for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people in my life have said to me, wow, you're really handling things so well. You're thriving during all of this. I'm just, falling apart. So I wanted to share with you the reasons that I've been hearing, and it makes perfect sense to me, why people are either gaining weight during COVID or just struggling with self-care. First and foremost for most parents is feeling a ton of overwhelm and stress. And we all know it's because our kids have been going to school at home. A lot of them have been learning virtually for a very long time. I think some schools are actually opening things up and kids are heading back very soon, but every district is different. So we've got parents at home who are working their jobs at home and also helping their kids navigate school. It's a lot, and that is multitasking, and it's overwhelming because we know we need to do well at our jobs, but we also know that the most important job is taking care of our children. So yeah, overwhelm and stress is like the biggest thing I'm hearing from parents. The second cause of weight gain or lack of self-care during COVID is boredom. We are all trapped at home. I mean, I know people are getting out more now, but like overall, we're still not going out like we used to. So due to the lack of social gatherings and the fear of catching COVID, we are not seeing our loved ones. We are not going out, and that is creating boredom. We're not doing activities that we used to do. We're not doing anything. We are trapped at home, so we are bored. And the third reason I feel that people are struggling is due to sadness. We know people who are sick with COVID. We have lost loved ones, or we simply miss seeing our friends and family, and it makes us sad. So overwhelm, stress, boredom, sadness, these are all states of being or emotion. And what does that lead to? Emotional eating. This is not a new concept. COVID or not, emotional eating is emotional eating. So being I myself really did not fall into this trap. I made sure this didn't happen. I wanted to share with you what I've been doing to help battle the emotional eating, because don't think that I'm never tempted. I certainly am. Okay, the first thing I recommend is discovering your passion or finding a new hobby. For me personally, obviously, what I've been really enjoying doing for quite some time now is creating content on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all those platforms. They bring me such happiness. It's literally my passion. I absolutely love it. I spend every free moment I have, or even moments that I should be sleeping, researching, scripting, filming, editing, creating thumbnails, digging deep into my soul about what I want to talk about. I'm spending all my time doing something that is making me feel fulfilled and happy. And in the past, when I didn't have that passion, that deep, deep passion for something, my brain was filled with either negative emotions because I wasn't happy about anything, or my brain was filled with diet obsession and dieting thoughts because I did have issues with my body image and weight and food and all of that kind of stuff. So when I am busy thrusting myself into something that makes me so happy and fulfilled, I have no more room, I have no more energy. I'm not even thinking about food or sadness or any of that stuff. I'm just being happy. And when I'm happy, I do good things. I do better things for myself and for the people around me. It just makes me a better person. When I used to struggle with food and my body, I didn't have a passion. I had an obsession. I had an obsession with finding fault in my body and chronic yo-yo dieting. And that's not the way to go about solving this problem. Okay, so you're probably thinking, how do I find my passion? How do I find my new hobby? What the heck am I doing? Well, it really just comes down to trying new things. We're all home and we're all online. Let's just admit it. We're all online. So it is time to try something new. So you guys are probably online reading about who knows what, okay? Everything and anything. And this is what you need to do. When you have an idea that crosses your mind, you can't brush it aside. If you're like, that'd be really cool to learn how to crochet a blanket. Don't just let that idea go by the wayside. Do it. Actually do it. Take action. That is what makes all of the difference. Don't say to yourself, no, I can't do that. No, yes, you can. Go buy the stuff, watch some tutorials and learn how to crochet that blanket. And this goes for anything. It doesn't have to be that. It goes for anything. You can do things. I think a lot of us tell ourselves well, I can't do that. That's not me. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I never thought I'd be doing this. I swear to you, I never thought I would be helping others learn how to manage their weight, because that was my struggle. But now I'm turning my struggle into my strength, and it feels amazing, and you can do that too. Now, if you're watching this video and you have taken up a new hobby or you have discovered a new passion in life, please tell me what it is in the comments below. I'm dying to know what you have done this past year. My second tip to battling weight gain or taking a little better care of yourself during COVID is to experiment in the kitchen. What I like to do is I like to take junk food and create a healthy version of it because I love food. I love to eat. You will never catch me under eating. It has never happened and it never will. So I have had more time at home. We've all had more time at home. I've been experimenting in the kitchen and I'm loving every second of it. I personally don't think that losing weight or, getting in control of our calories and our health is that hard anymore because there are so many options these days. I mean, how many different kinds of flours are out there? Whatever kind of flour you need, whether you have food allergies or sensitivities, it's out there. It's for you. We've got vegan options. You've got everything. There's no excuse. You want a cookie? Learn how to make a healthy cookie. You want a muffin? Make a healthy muffin. It can absolutely be done. And I am enjoying this so much because sweets have always been my weakness. I've always had a sweet tooth. And now I keep frozen treats in the freezer that I have created and I love them. And my body is now getting very used to healthy foods. The more you feed yourself healthy foods, the more your body's going to crave it. The more you feed yourself junk foods, your body's going to crave junk foods. That's literally how it works. I have experienced this. It is the truth, and I know I'm not alone in this. So get in that kitchen and start experimenting. And just so you know, I have never been a cook. Okay. My mom was never a cook. I was never a cook. I still am like so basic. I mean, there are people that can run circles around me in the kitchen, but you have to start small. Okay. Just start small and learn little by little. And I know in the future, I'm going to be amazed at what I am creating. I will get there. My third tip is to create a new routine. Just like you had one pre-COVID, it's time to create a new one. No more feeling sorry for yourself for the loss of your old routine. It is time to take charge. If I have learned anything recently, it's that life is unpredictable. We cannot control everything in our lives. There's certain things we can, but certain things we cannot, obviously. And it's all about how we adapt to this ever-changing life. We need to be adaptable. That was something I had an issue with in the past, and I think a lot of us do. You have to learn how to handle when difficult situations propose themselves to you. But anyway, back to the new routine. Some people like to have their days mapped out, like with the times, like literal tasks at, different hours of the day. And some people just like to have a list of their priorities and check them off as the day goes on. Whatever it is, you need to create it. You need to put it down on paper and you need to focus on what you want to get done that day. Create a new routine. Stop feeling sorry for the loss of your old life. You can't go back. You can only move forward. You have to focus on the positive. And I know that that sounds so cheesy and so, just be positive. But you have to make that choice to do that because the alternative is being angry and frustrated and nothing good is going to come of that. That's not a problem solving mentality. It's just a being mad and angry mentality. Nothing's going to come from it. And a final thing that I think is really important to talk about when you're creating your new routine is that the routine is going to get broken. We all know, especially if you have kids, you can have a plan and it's going to go down the drain all the time. I always feel like that happens to us. We have a plan and then it doesn't happen. And that's okay. You just have to take things one task at a time. And we've all heard it is how you respond to when things go wrong. Okay, it is wonderful to have a plan. It is wonderful to have a routine, and it may get interrupted, and that is okay. Take a deep breath, handle what just got thrown at you, and then go back to what you were doing. We are all doing our best, and you have to always tell yourself that. You are doing your best. Do not forget that. And my fourth and final tip for battling weight gain during COVID or lack of self-care is taking the time to connect with those that you miss. There is nothing better than hanging out with a girlfriend that you have not seen in the longest time, because we all know those special friends you pick right up where you left off. And My friends know who are watching this, who they are. I miss you all dearly so much. I miss our dinner dates. But today I am actually getting together with a friend. I'm having a play date. Our children will be playing outside. We're going to grab a little food. I am like beyond excited to just hang out and be happy and let all the stress and the worry just go away. We all need that. So take that extra time, even if it's just a FaceTime chat or a Zoom, whatever it may be, just do it, because I think we all can get a little lazy with that, especially the parents. I know I'm always talking about the parents. Like sometimes you just have like that little bit of free time at night and you're like, oh, I just don't want to do anything. But it is important to reach out to the people that you miss. And spring is right around the corner, and I love spring and fall because I'm not really an extreme weather girl. I like to be comfortable when I'm outside. So I am so excited to have more play dates with my kids and other parents and other children, because we need it so bad. I just don't feel like we're seeing anybody these days. It's like very, very minimal. So I'm so excited for spring. So you guys should put some stuff on your calendars to hang out with your friends and just do it. Just hang out with the people you love. Now, I don't know if you expected all of these tips to revolve around how many calories you should be eating and like what diet plan you should be on. Like that's really not what it's about. Like, because I have struggled with my weight for such a large portion of my life, I realize that it's not due to not finding the right diet. It is due to emotions. For me, at least. I think a lot of us emotional eat. So it's just about getting a little happier in your life, telling yourself that you can do things, focusing on what you can do, not what you can't, and believing in yourself. That's all it takes. Baby steps. Don't expect perfection on day one. Don't put crazy expectations on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Have some discipline, and just know that anything is possible. You can do this. I am here for you. If you need me, please reach out to me. You can comment below. You can find me on Instagram. Maybe you have my email. Just reach out and I would love to connect with you. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me about food, fitness, and mindset. Hit that bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and I will see you next week. Bye.